remember Madame Webb? Like, you all remember, if you remember from comic books, Madame Webb or the Spider-Man animated series, they've had Madame Webb in it. Now, I even did a video about when they announced that they were going to do the Madame Webb movie. They talked about how, they wanted a blind old woman to play Madame Webb, because I mean, okay, in the comics and things, she is a blind. Well, the first Madame Webb was a blind woman, and it turned out to be somebody else, and all that. That's what they did, eh? But I think the original Madame Webb died, and then another woman took the mantle. Okay, they were talking about that, and I was like, who wants to go and watch a movie like that? But then they decided they're going to go a different way, and I haven't had much hope in anything that these people looking to put out, whether it be Sony or Disney and like that. I mean, you don't even have to look any further than Morbius. I watched like 30 minutes of that movie and I was like, nope, never again, done. I have no idea what happened in it, how it ended. I don't want to know. It was terrible. Every time you try to make these movies without the actual, Spider-Man in it that's supposed to be connected, it doesn't work. Look at what happened with Venom. The first Venom movie was somewhat interesting. I'll give you that. It was somewhat interesting. It wasn't fantastic. It was somewhat interesting. Second one was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Plus, they have that upcoming Kraven the Hunter movie. I don't know how that's going to go. I haven't heard anybody talking about it, so that should tell you. But we've got some updates because I have two things I want to cover in this video today. First up, we have an update on the Madame Webb movie, right? Let's get into this article here from Bounding Into Comics. Sydney Sweeney describes upcoming Madame Webb film as a powerhouse of badass females for the world to see, because we haven't gotten plenty of that in literally everything nowadays. I got no problem with a cool, badass female lead, no problem with that, but the way that they do them is completely unrealistic. Just give me read a little bit of this here so you'll understand. Actress Sydney Sweeney began teasing Sony Pictures' latest Spider-Man spin-off film, Madame Webb, as a powerhouse of badass females for the world to see. She recently told Total Film, where she initially noted she couldn't really discuss the film, telling the outlet, "I couldn't be more excited. I can't wait to be able to talk about it." However, that didn't stop her from talking about the film, as she told the outlet, "I can't wait to be able to be next to the girls that I filmed with, Dakota and Isabella and Celeste. We had so much fun together, and I'm really excited that this is going to be a powerhouse of badass females for the world to see." She also told the outlet, "Superheroes have been my entire life. Those films are all my parents ever wanted to go see. I think I've seen the Avengers probably 20, 30 plus times. My family, they love them. I could not have made them happier choosing to do that project, Madame Webb." The upcoming Madame Webb film will not only star Sweeney, who is expected to play Julia Carpenter. Yes, right, Julia Carpenter is the woman who took over as the second Madame Webb in the comics. But also Dakota Johnson, who is expected to play Cassandra Webb. The two are also joined by Isabella Merced in an unknown role. Film directed by S.J. Clarkson, that is expected to arrive in theaters on February 16, 2024. Okay. And she is pretty, deny that she's pretty, but the fact that they have Julia Carpenter and also Cassandra Webb, I'm not sure. This seems like there's going to be a whole, put in a bunch of female characters who may all have some connection to some kind of probably Web Life thing, and they're going to be one-shotting some guy. Like, I don't know. I just don't have much big hope for these movies. Like I say, every time they try to do these movies without the character that is connected to them, because Madame Web is connected to Spider-Man. That's kind of how it works. So when you don't have that, you have to create something that just seems out of place and just out of context. But according to her, it's going to be a badass movie with a bunch of badass females in it. Okay. Let's check in on another so-called badass female that Disney wants to push and how that isn't going so well. New rumor claims Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus series Echo was so bad they had to reshoot the entire thing. This does not surprise me at all, because nobody is really interested in this character. Nobody. As I said before, what you could have done was have like do a series with Daredevil, because actually, what I understand, Kingpin and I believe Daredevil are supposed to make appearances in this Echo series, right? But what I think would have been better would have been if you had done a Daredevil series and probably had her make like just, one or two guest appearances, something like that. That's it. But Echo is not a character that really moves comics. Nobody's really running to go and get it. And she was in Hawkeye, and you were like, whatever. I mean, Hawkeye as a series wasn't even very good, that's to tell you. And they literally had Hawkeye, and the only thing that made the series good, in my opinion, was Hawkeye, but there wasn't anything that really move interesting. Let me get into this article and give you some more information on it. A new rumor about Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus series Echo claims the series was originally so bad that the company had to reshoot the entire thing. As I said again, that doesn't surprise me. This new rumor comes after Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige announced at the Disney upfront presentation that all episodes of the upcoming Echo series would air all at once on November 29th. Now, normally, Disney might drop 1 or 2 episodes and then every week release one. But the fact that they're releasing all the episodes kind of tells you that, they already know that this is crap. Let's just put this out there as fast as possible and pretend it doesn't exist. That's it. Let's put it out there and pretend it doesn't exist. Let me get to the part here. Right, this rumor comes from scooper Jeff Snyder during an appearance on the Hot Mic show, where he was asked by host John Roher what he heard about the show. Snyder told him, "I'd heard that the show was kind of plagued by issues throughout production, really." What a shock. I'd heard that it was a mess. This kind of sounds familiar with what happened with Ms. Marvel. Before that came out, these were the rumors about the production troubles, kind of mess. I'm just saying, continues on, that the show came in, they basically had to reshoot the entire thing. I'm told that they originally shot 8 episodes and Kevin Feige thought it was unreleasable, so it literally got the Batgirl treatment. It was literally unreleasable, and rather than just can it and say, what, this ain't making sense, let's just move on, they told them, go back, reshoot it, and if it's still terrible, we could just release all the episodes quickly and move on. What? Okay. Continued. So they talked about cutting it down to 4 episodes or 6 in post. Then they ended up reshooting it. God, I didn't know how much episodes it's going to be, I'll tell you. Snyder then asserted, my source did not actually know how many episodes they wound up with, but apparently it needed like a top-down rejiggering, and Kevin was not happy with it. So when they announced that all the episodes would be going out day and date, it was like, like you said, I think you need to read between the lines on that one. Yeah, because like I said, once they see them releasing all those episodes, read between the lines. They're trying to just release all one time so they could so that hit you with as much bad content one time and then just skulk away from it and pretend it just didn't happen. The series is expected to detail the origin story of Echo. The synopsis states that the origin of Echo revisits Maya Lopez, whose ruthless behavior in New York City catches up to her in her hometown. She must face her past, reconnect with her Native American roots, and embrace the meaning of family and community if she ever hopes to move forward. That sounds like literally every Marvel thing that they do. That's it, literally everything that they do. And so, yes, I mean, they have this, so the character of Echo is not only mute, but also disabled. I think she's missing a leg, so she has a prosthetic one, or like that. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And they also go on to talk about how, the actress goes on to say about how, seeing different representation and this and that, kind of the normal hullabaloo. But the bottom line of it is, you've got Madame Webb, which is saying that, it's going to be a whole badass menagerie, a powerhouse of badass females for the world to see. And yet there's really, truly no hype about it. And I don't think anybody really all that excited for this whatsoever. But, but also to the point, you have Echo, which apparently was literally so bad, right, that they had to reshoot the entire series. Not to mention cutting out some episodes. So it was originally supposed to be 8, and it was 8 episodes that were unreleasable, according to this rumor. That's what Kevin Feige had to say. And now they've cut it down to, I don't know, maybe 4, maybe 6 episodes, but it doesn't sound like it's gotten any better, but it's going to be any better. But that's what they're doing because I honestly thought that this Echo thing was cancelled and gone for good. Again, Disney is just determined to squeeze out as much blood out of the dried up husk of a company that they can. So let's let them keep doing it. That's it for me. That's the update. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.